Sanders all set to send this one away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
You keep up. If you trying to end up. If I end up bad, I end up. Soft type. Fake up dog type. Like a soft fight. Dog is the dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we bring the slaughter. The bigger the order, the more run out. When the finish, everybody come out. When the body burn out. Say, let me turn out. I'm a out. Running his mouth. I'm a turn out. Listen, yo. It's about to be. You know who gon' find you? The more man fishing. Grandma wishing.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
2nd and 10 now. He puts some air onto this one, deep right. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Gronk, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down throw for Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Pass complete to Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34. He's throwing deep to the left side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns make that offensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is his job. Well done. You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one, high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Fits it through the middle. He's touched down after a nice kick up there to get the first. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Henry. He loses the football. And the Browns pick it up. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action, Sanders. Hook up again to Njoku. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Judkins. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Finds a man, right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Judkins up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Sanders setting the pass. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
On for the Browns field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
They got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here. 2nd and 13. Andrews has it, working downfield. He does it, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Stout all set to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
37-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 37. Complete out to the right. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now.
Sanders going to throw here on first. This is complete to Patrick. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
70 Ranger. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Judkins running between the tackles. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard.
On the set.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Come on. Ready.
Now Sanders. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Has him on the quick hitter. Ripping off yards past the 40. Zay Flowers. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. He brings it in. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Stout all set to send this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
35-yard line.
Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Finds a seam down the middle. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it in close. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Buys time, rolling right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
3rd down from the gun. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns 17.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Complete over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 3 now. To Henry on the inside handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. This is Cox. That's Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Fourth down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. This 32 yards out, it's on the right hand. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Okay, break.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw it. On target here to Njoku. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. 1st and 10. Got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Ready.
1st down from the red zone. On the move, hit it right. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Browns, 24.
We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. I think the Browns got that one back. They did! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Come on. Ready. Hands up.
Cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. They run it with King Henry. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.